Good morning, everyone. Let me see how many of us have joined. Good morning. Good morning. So how are we doing today? Hope that you've spent a productive week with this aptitude preparation at Geeta Rathan International Business School. Are there any questions? Are there any concerns? Anything at all that we can help you with? So once again, good morning, everyone. I welcome each one of you on behalf of my team at Geeta Rathan International Business School. And we are here so that we can go on to work even further on the important areas of English. So, what did you learn yesterday? What all could you go on to cover yesterday? And what do you plan to do? What do you want to do today? क्या करना चाहेंगे आप? क्या करने का सोच रहे हैं? Oh, good morning, Uma ma'am. I see Uma ma'am is also with us here. So, you notice that we've gone on to cover quite a few areas from language and mathematics over the course of last 5 days. And today we are entering what is known as the home stretch. Right. Have you ever played Ludo? And I'm sure, I mean, the lockdown has made us all go ahead and play all these games. So remember when you play Ludo, then you have these last bits of 5 squares. Once you enter there, then nobody can take you out of the game or take your man out of the game. उसके बाद आपकी गुटी नहीं काटी जा सकती. So it's a bit like that, you know. So I have that kind of feeling today that now we are in the home stretch and there are just a few more topics to go. And I hope that you had as much fun going through these as we had preparing these sessions for you and teaching these sessions to you. Right. So I'm going to start with a fairly important topic from the perspective of B School exams, and I'll pretty soon tell you why. Here is that topic. It is paragraphs. Okay, it's all about paragraphs today. Now, one very obvious question here would be that, why are we even talking about paragraphs? So we're talking about paragraphs for one very obvious reason, and that is because there are questions that we get asked in the entrance exams. So what kind of questions are based on paragraphs? So one very commonly asked question is para-jumbles, or as I personally like to call them, paragraph formation. So in this particular question type, the examiner picks up a paragraph, jumbles all the sentences, and then hands them over to us. What is our job? Our job is to rediscover that original sequence, or our job is to rearrange them in a coherent order. But then that's not the only question type that the examiners tend to ask. You also get asked questions on odd man out, where they typically give you 5 sentences. Out of the 5, 4 belong to the same paragraph, whereas 1 does not belong to that paragraph, and you need to spot that. And the last one is para completion. So in this question type, we are given a paragraph, but a sentence is missing from this particular paragraph. So the sentence can go missing from the beginning, somewhere in the middle, or at the end. So these are the kind of questions that are usually asked. And out of these 3, the most frequently asked question is parajumbles. But that's obviously one primary reason. Have you ever wondered why it is that examiner goes on to ask all these questions? Why are we being tested on paragraphs? Now, in one of my previous classes, I shared this insight with you from the examiner's perspective. The insight was that every single question type that exists in the exam, it is there because it solves a very specific purpose. It is there because it allows us here at B schools to check for certain qualities, check for certain competencies in the students that we bring in. At the end of the day, you need to have certain qualities as a manager, and you need to have certain qualities to survive as and thrive as a student at a business school. So everything, every single question type is mapped with one of these abilities, right? So where do paragraphs or paragraph based questions fit in? Now, the idea is that when you join a college, we expect you to have decent amount of writing skills. Okay. Now, why do you need to have writing skills? You notice that you're supposed to work on a lot of projects and submit your reports. There are days when we ask you to write a book summary. Hell, in fact, there are days when you also make a presentation. Now, presentation is not exactly about writing, but even when you go on to present, you are expected to uh, prepare at least a loosely structured script. And these things, these activities are a very integral part of your life at a business school, and for that matter, even later as you're in your life as a manager. So writing skills are important. Right. Now, how do we test these writing skills? One very obvious way of testing these skills is to ask you to write essays. Okay. But essays create a logistical issue that there are so many people who apply to a college. If we ask everyone to write an essay, then we'd eventually be left with a lot of essays to check. We'd be left with a lot of essays to check, and that in itself becomes a bit of a problem because if we increase the number of people testing the essays, then the level of standardization goes down. And if we do not do that, then the time that it takes will increase. So that is where we think of paragraph based questions as the next best way of testing your writing skills. Okay, so the idea is that if an individual can figure out the coherence of a paragraph, if you can arrange various sentences of a paragraph in a coherent manner, chances are very high that later on when you sit down to write an essay, you will also be able to arrange your paragraphs in a coherent manner, right? And because it is a question type that can be converted into a multiple choice question, all those logistics based issues are taken out. So the key is, remember back in school, the grammar book that you studied, it did not teach you only grammar. Apart from grammar, it also had composition. So this is a question type that indirectly tests your composition skills. So the long-term strategy will be that you start writing more often. It can be an essay, it can be maintaining a blog, maybe writing a diary, right? Start doing these things so that when you join a college, you are able to start on the right note, you're able to start on the right foot. And with that, let's move over to, because we are dealing with paragraphs, it's very important for us to know what a paragraph really is. So how do you go on to define a paragraph? Come on, just give me a quick one-line answer. I'm reading your chats. So can you tell me what a paragraph really is? Go ahead, anyone. Pooja, Muskan, Mahima, Sneha, any of you who would like to give it a shot? What is a paragraph? Fairly simple, straightforward question. Oh, I think in the morning our fingers haven't warmed up yet, huh? तो हम वो fastest finger first खेल नहीं पा रहे हैं. But let us go ahead and then let me provide you with an answer, and I'll ask you another question pretty soon. So stay ready to give me the answers then. So can I say that paragraph is a group of sentences, and that's an important part, that forms a unit? Or if I were to elaborate it a little more, I can say that it is a group of related sentences which express an idea. And what kind of idea? Well, it can be an opinion, it can be information, it can be narration, it can be a description, any of these things, right? But there is another question that still remains, and that is, why do we divide lengthier pieces into paragraphs? When we write an essay, why is it that we go on to divide it into paragraphs? Have you ever thought of it this way? So you can try answering this question maybe. Why do we divide a lengthier piece into paragraphs? What is the need really? Hmm. So you notice if I'm writing an essay, in a way, I mean, if I were to describe it indirectly, I can say that a paragraph is a group of sentences with a blank space inserted before and after. At the end of the day, it is a blank space that tells us that the paragraph has been changed, that we're moving over to a new paragraph. Think of it this way. What will happen if we delete all that blank space? What is likely to happen then? We'd save on paper, for instance, our ecological impact, our carbon footprint is going to be smaller, and that helps. But then, yes, you're absolutely right. Every paragraph talks about one specific aspect of a topic. And through that division of paragraphs, we make it easy for the reader to organize all the thoughts in his mind. The writer does not need it, mind you, but the reader finds it easier to organize the thoughts in his mind with the help of a paragraph. If you don't divide your text into paragraphs, it'll be difficult for the reader to organize all those thoughts in his mind, and that can go on to be a bit of an issue. That can go on to be a bit of a problem there, right? So typically, if you dive deeper into a paragraph, you would notice that it contains a few things. A paragraph has a topic, and apart from the topic, a paragraph has a controlling part. Okay, so just to take you back, let us say that I ask you to write an essay on corruption in India. Now, let's think of generating an outline and the individual paragraphs there, and you will notice that I think the first paragraph is going to be an introduction. Our second paragraph can go ahead and talk about the situation in India with respect to corruption in the country. Then the third paragraph can go ahead and talk about causes of corruption in India. The next paragraph can go ahead and talk about the effects of corruption in India. Then we can have yet another paragraph that may talk about the solutions for corruption in India, and then finally a conclusion, right? So you notice every paragraph has the exact same topic. How? Notice every paragraph is talking about corruption in India, and that has to happen because that is the topic given to us, right? So every paragraph has to talk about that topic. So how are these paragraphs different? Every paragraph confines this topic to one specific aspect. We look at just one single facet of that topic in a paragraph. So look at the second one: situation, then causes, and then effects, and then solutions, right? So this facet or this aspect that we confine the topic to, this is known as the controlling part. Okay, or simply put, we can call it the control, right? So I hope that gives you a better idea of what this slide really meant. So you have a topic and you have a controlling part. For example, Have a look at some of these sentences. Pollution in ABC town is the worst in the world. Now, this happens to be the topic, whereas this is the controlling part, or simply put, control. Dogs. So this paragraph is about dogs, but it specifically focuses on they can help you live longer. So the one in amber, the one in red, is your control. Or look at this. This paragraph talks about teen pregnancy, but then it goes ahead and offers one of those solutions. Then it is important to be ready before buying a house. So it's about buying a house. This paragraph focuses on the importance of being ready. And here's the last one. It's about swimming, but then it goes on to prove how it is the most effective and most injury-free aerobic exercise. Right. So whenever you read a paragraph, you should have this clarity about the topic and the control, and that helps you solve these questions with relative ease. Okay, so let's pick up this most commonly asked question type in practically all the B school entrance exams, and it is para jumbles. So we already know that the examiner picks up a paragraph, jumbles all the sentences, and hands them over to us. So how should we go on to solve this question type? So here is the approach that I want you to follow, and then I will go ahead and dive deeper into this approach and how you can put that into practice. So step one, please make sure that you read all the sentences actively. Okay, now I've highlighted all primarily for students from a science background. A lot of engineers apply to us. At times, we look at these questions and we think that they are like permutation and combination questions. So out of the 4 answer choices, if 3 of them start with C, then we think first sentence must be C. Of the remaining 3, if 2 of them end with A, we are like, acha, end to A se hona chahiye. Yeah, that is not the right way of approaching it. Read all the sentences, get a sense of that paragraph going, try and figure out which theme it is talking about. What is the theme? What is the controlling part? And actively has been highlighted for everybody. Actively basically means that when you read it, you constantly remain on the lookout of some clues. Okay, it is these clues that will help us solve these questions. Now, when you read all the sentences, you typically have a tendency of thinking of the opening sentence. Start thinking of, yaar, isme opening sentence kya hona chahiye, kisse shuruaat honi chahiye. So my second step in this approach is avoid doing that. Do not look for the opening sentence. Okay, do not look for the opening sentence. Then you have this third one. If you're not supposed to look for the opening sentence, what are we supposed to do? Figure out some sort of sequence or some sort of mandatory pair using structural and logic-based clues. I'll pretty soon go ahead and talk about these. Okay, these clues that you see written here, they are of 2 types. They are structural, or if you want a simpler word, you can call them word-based clues. And you have idea-based clues. So you have word-based clues and you have idea-based clues, right? So use those clues to establish a relationship between 2 sentences. So don't think of the entire paragraph together. Pick up just one of those clues. Use that clue to establish a relationship of that sentence with one other sentence. That relationship could be कि ये उस sentence के पहले आएगा या ये उस sentence के बाद में आएगा. So पहले या बाद में, right? So वो वाला चीज. या कभी कभी तो हमें ये भी पता चल सकता है कि दोनों डेफिनेटली साथ में आएंगे. दैट्स मैंडेटरी पेयर. अब जैसे ही आपने एक ऐसा रिलेशनशिप बना लिया, you can move over to the answer choices and start eliminating. Okay, so let's say you figured out that A should come after C. So any answer choice where A is before C is an option that can be ruled out, that can be eliminated. Right? That's how we go ahead and do it. Okay. If you are left with a unique answer choice after this, your question is solved. In case you're left with multiple answers, you're still left with more than one answer choice. Then you pick up another clue, figure out another sequence, another relationship, and then eliminate those. Okay, so please make sure that you go on to make use of the options that are provided to you. Right. So let's go ahead and challenge ourselves with a question. Okay. So on your screen, you notice 6 sentences. In order to make it difficult, I am not even giving you answer choices. No MCQs. Okay. That will push us to the limit. So take 2 minutes, and I'm setting a timer on my watch. Take 2 minutes and share your answers with me on the screen. So I'm reading your chat window and I'm giving you 2 minutes. So go ahead, solve this question, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. So your 2 minutes start now. I hope you're thinking, guys, I haven't seen any answer. I know it's challenging, but the moment you're able to figure out anything, just go ahead and share that with me. सोचते रहे और आंसर शेयर करें. जैसे ही दो तीन आंसर्स आ जाएंगे, we can start a discussion. Great. So we have a first set of answers. And our answers so far say 326145. ओके, वो तीन आंसर, तीनों में अग्रीमेंट. यार ऐसा तो नहीं होता हमारे देश में. जहां चार लोग बैठेंगे वहां पे डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन आएगा. तो आई एम ओके. चलिए, एक डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन तो आया. 326514. Okay, so 326145, 326514. Anybody who would like to offer any answer if your answer is not captured by these? अब ना सोच के देखिएगा how you arrived at this answer, okay? And then contrast that with the approach that I follow. So a lot of us use that instinctive method, the gut feel method, where we go through a question of parajumbles and we somehow, something appeals to us. We look at a particular sequence and we think that this sequence is the right sequence. Okay. uh, but if somebody asks us why it is the right sequence, we may not have any answer. So that gut feel or that instinctive method is not something that you can rely on in the examination hall. When we are put under pressure, we don't trust that gut feel, right? So let us see how I approach it. I read all the sentences actively, which means that I keep on identifying the clues. So what kind of clues can we have? One of the clues, for instance, one of the clues that we can use is the. The is a definite article. If you know your the well, then you can go on to attempt these questions with relative ease. For example, look at this the, or this the. Notice all these does. So let's see. I'm starting with the third sentence. Why do we have this the here? We always have a the placed before the superlative degree of an adjective. So whenever you use a superlative degree, it has to be followed by a determiner. या तो हम the लगाएंगे या कोई possessive case लगाएंगे noun या pronoun का. तो इसका reason तो है, but the reason exists within this. ये the within this sentence, ये the क्यों आया backyard के पहले? क्योंकि हमें पता है कौन से backyard की बात हो रही है. Remember, the is a definite article. When we make it clear which noun is being talked about, when we go on to identify it uniquely, तो फिर हम obviously उसके पहले द लगा देते हैं. तो दिस ऑफर हाउस, ग्रामर वाले दुनिया के jargon यूज करूं तो it is an adjective phrase. So what an adjective phrase does is that it helps us uniquely identify something. For example, I can say that we used to play cricket in a stadium. देख रहे हैं आप, स्टेडियम के पहले मैंने अ लगाया, लेकिन इस स्टेडियम के साथ कुछ अगर एडजेक्टिव लगा दिया जाए तो द आ जाएगा. जैसे आई यूज्ड टू प्ले क्रिकेट इन द स्टेडियम दैट वाज क्लोज टू योर हाउस. सो अब वो कोई दुनिया में बहुत सारे स्टेडियम्स हैं, वो दैट वाज क्लोज टू योर हाउस बोलते ही वी मेड इट into one specific stadium. So उसी तरह से बैकयार्ड बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं, but ऑफर हाउस आते ही it has been uniquely identified and therefore we go ahead and choose 3. हाँ, तो यहाँ पे जो रीजंस थे वो इसी सेंटेंस के अंदर थे, मगर लेट्स लुक एट द सेकंड सेंटेंस. ये द यार्ड के पहले क्यों आया? ना तो यार्ड यूनिक है, ना यार्ड के बाद कोई एडजेक्टिव फ्रेज है. तो ये यार्ड के पहले द लगाने का सिर्फ एक ही जस्टिफिकेशन हो सकता है, that this yard must have been introduced earlier. It must have been introduced earlier. Otherwise ये द नहीं आ सकता था, है ना? Remember, in fact, this is something that you remember even from your school days. Do you remember the story of a thirsty crow? Once upon a time there was a crow. A crow. The second sentence goes, the crow was very thirsty. अब वो the crow हो गया क्योंकि जो crow पिछले sentence में इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था उसी की बात हो रही है. So इसके बेसिस पे I can tell you that second should come after third. उसी rationale से I can tell you that fifth should also come after third. अब वो immediately after है या नहीं वो नहीं पता हमें, but है. इसी rationale से look at fourth. It says the tree, whereas third says a cherry tree. So a tree and the tree, कौन सा पहले आएगा कौन सा बाद में? A tree पहले, the tree बाद में. So yet another reason for fourth to come after third, and similarly we can put sixth after third as well. तो आप देख रहे हैं कितने सारे सीक्वेंसेस तो हमें यहीं से मिल गए, राइट? फिर इसके अलावा दूसरी चीज जो हम यूज कर सकते हैं वो है नाउन प्रोनाउन रिलेशनशिप्स. So we know that a noun replaces a pronoun replaces a noun, which means that whenever you use a pronoun, it should come after a noun. तो उससे थोड़ा हेल्प ली जा सकती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सेकेंड सेंटेंस में आप ये प्रोनाउन देख रहे हैं, those. I often sneaked into that during those sleepy summer afternoons. कौन से वाले? Childhood वाले. So another reason for me to put second after third. अच्छा, इसी तरह से let's look at fourth. It was harmful for the tree. What was harmful for the tree? So I think if you've read all these sentences, then you know that पेड़ के साथ दो चीजें हो रही हैं. एक तो somebody is climbing the tree, और उसके बाद उसके फ्रूट खा रहा है. तो ये दोनों चीजें हार्मफुल नहीं होती. लेकिन प्लकिंग द लीव्स एंड ट्विग्स ये हार्मफुल होती हैं, सो इट मस्ट रेफर टू फर्स्ट। तो यहां पे मुझे एक और चीज पता चली, एंड दैट इज फोर्थ फर्स्ट के बाद आएगा और इसके साथ ही आना चाहिए, पता है। अदरवाइज ये इट का यूज हम शायद जस्टिफाई नहीं कर पाए। फिर येट अनदर क्लू दैट वी गेट इज समथिंग कॉल्ड ट्रांजिशनल एक्सप्रेशंस, दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस, सो लेट्स राइट इट। इनको शॉर्ट में हम बोल देते हैं ट्रांजिशनल्स। So these are expressions that guide us through a change. So when the author goes from one sentence to another, so there is a change of idea. But in order to guide us through what kind of change that is, the author at times uses a word or an expression जिससे हमें पता चल जाता है उस change की direction क्या है. For example, आप देखेंगे एक ही word है ना, also, है ना। ऑल्सो क्या दिखाता है कि इस सेंटेंस में वही पिछले सेंटेंस के आइडिया का सिमिलर आइडिया है ना, इट शोज कॉन्टिन्यूएशन। इसी तरह से आप एंड ले लें, टू ले लें, फर्दर, फर्दरमोर, बिसाइड्स, लाइकवाइज, सिमिलरली, ये सब कॉन्टिन्यूएशन दिखाते हैं। देन यू हैव एक्सप्रेशंस दैट शो कंट्रास्ट, फॉर एग्जांपल हाउएवर, बट, येट, रादर, ऑल्दो, दो, ऑल ऑफ दीज गो ऑन टू शो कंट्रास्ट टू यू, है ना। तो इस तरह की चीजें, अब जैसे यहां पे देखिए फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में ये टू लिखा हुआ है, I enjoyed plucking the leaves and twigs too. This too tells me that the sentence that was immediately before one also talked about something that the author enjoyed, और वो सेंटेंस कौन सा होगा, वो सेंटेंस हैज टू बी सिक्स्थ, क्योंकि आप देख रहे हैं खाली यहीं पे एंजॉयमेंट की बात की जा रही है। सो आई नो कि 6+1 तो आना ही आना है, नहीं तो 2 जस्टिफाई नहीं हो पाएगा। देन लुक एट however. However shows contrast. So if this sentence says, I later realized that it was harmful for the tree, तो इसका ऑपोजिट क्या होगा, I earlier did not realize that it was harmful। और ये आइडिया कि मुझे पहले ये बुरा नहीं लगता था, किसमें है, वो फर्स्ट में है ना, एक तरह से इनडायरेक्टली। सो दैट्स अनदर रीजन फॉर अस टू पुट वन बिफोर फोर, अदरवाइज हाउएवर जस्टिफाई नहीं कर पाएंगे। तो आप देख रहे हैं काफी सारे क्लूज हैं हमारे पास। नाउ इफ आई यूज ऑल दीज क्लूज, तो अभी तक हमें क्या पता चला, 614 साथ में आएगा, 3 शुरुआत में आएगा। तो मैं अगर कैप्चर करने की कोशिश करूं तो मेरे पास अभी तक के ऑप्शंस क्या हैं, 352 या 25, 614 और दूसरा 3, फिर उसके बाद 614 एंड देन 52 या 25। तो अभी तक मैं वो सारे क्लूज हाईलाइट कर रहा था विच वेर वर्ड बेस्ड, है ना, क्योंकि इनमें आपने देखा है हाईलाइटेड सम वर्ड्स, जैसे फर्स्ट सेंटेंस का मैंने TOO2 हाईलाइट किया, फोर्थ में हाउएवर हाईलाइट किया, इट हाईलाइट किया, उनसे मुझे मिला। बट देन द अदर कैटेगरी और द अदर सेट ऑफ क्लूज टॉक अबाउट आइडिया बेस्ड क्लूज। So देखिए, at the end of the day, when we create these sentences, our purpose is to communicate ideas, and sentences are just vehicles for us to do that. ये सिर्फ वो आइडियाज हम तक पहुंचाते हैं किसी ना किसी तरह से। तो आप देखेंगे लाइफ में आइडियाज भी एक खास तरह की सीक्वेंस फॉलो करते हैं, हाँ, और उनमें से बहुत सारे सीक्वेंसेस ऐसे होंगे जिन्हें लाइफ में वायलेट किया ही नहीं जा सकता। लेट मी टेक यू थ्रू एन इंस्टेंस, ओके। लेट अस से कि भाई एक दिन मैं बाइक से निकला अपने घर से, मेट्रो स्टेशन पे बाइक पार्क की और कॉलेज चला गया। अब जब मैं कॉलेज से लौटा तो मैंने देखा कि बारिश हो रही है, और अपने डेस्टिनेशन स्टेशन तक पहुंचते पहुंचते बारिश बहुत तेज हो गई थी। सो आई एग्जिटेड द स्टेशन, और कुछ देर तो मैं एग्जिट पे खड़ा रहा, लेकिन बारिश ऐसी थी कि लग रहा था रुकेगी नहीं। And I thought, then what is the point? And then I also of staying here. And then I also recalled my childhood days कि जब बारिश होती थी कैसे हम लोग बाहर जाया करते थे बारिश में नहाने। तो cheered me, ऐसे चलो निकालते हैं बाइक और वो राइडिंग इन द रेन करते हुए आराम से जाएंगे। तो मैं पार्किंग लॉट में गया, मैंने बाइक निकाली, उसे किक किया, बाइक स्टार्ट नहीं, विच इज ओके। देन आई किक्ड इट अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन। 3-4 बार के बाद भी जब वो स्टार्ट नहीं हुई तो और किक किया, ऐसे 20-25 किक्स के बाद भी जब वो स्टार्ट नहीं हुई तो आई डिसाइडेड टू टेक अ ब्रेक। ब्रेक लेकर के मैंने उसे फिर से 2 मिनट बाद 25 किक्स मारे, बाइक अभी भी स्टार्ट नहीं हुई। अब मुझे हुई चिंता कि बाइक स्टार्ट क्यों नहीं हो रही है। मेरे दिमाग में पहला थॉट पता है क्या था? पहला थॉट ये था कि कहीं किसी ने पेट्रोल तो नहीं निकाली। हो जाता है ना कई बार पार्किंग लॉट्स में ऐसा। तो मैंने पेट्रोल चेक किया, पेट्रोल था। फिर मैंने एक वो टेस्ट यूज किया जो इंडिया के ज्यादातर टू व्हीलर वालों को पता है, जिसमें आप प्लग निकाल करके स्पार्क चेक करते हैं ना, करंट आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है। व्हेन आई डिड दैट टेस्ट, तो आई रियलाइज के करंट नहीं आ रहा, विच मीन्स देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम इन द इलेक्ट्रिकल्स। तो मेरे दिमाग में पहला थॉट क्या था, कहीं बैटरी तो नहीं निकाल ली किसी ने, क्योंकि एक बार मेरे साथ ऐसा भी हो चुका है कनॉट प्लेस की पार्किंग से। तो बट मैंने बैटरी चेक की, फॉर्चुनेटली बैटरी थी, यानी कि कनेक्शंस में कहीं प्रॉब्लम थी। तो मैंने सीट के नीचे के कनेक्टर जॉइंट्स देखे, वो ट्राई थे। करते करते इवेंचुअली द बाइक दैट आई राइड इज पॉपुलरली कॉल्ड अ बुलेट, है ना, वो काले वाला स्टैंडर्ड पुराना मॉडल है मेरे पास, जिसमें एक बॉक्स होता है नीचे इंजन के साथ में, गोल सी डिब्बी जिसके अंदर कुछ इलेक्ट्रिकल पॉइंट्स होते हैं। उनमें पानी चला जाए तो फिर बाइक स्टार्ट ऑब्वियसली नहीं होती, क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रिकल पॉइंट्स आर वेट। व्हेन आई ओपन दैट बॉक्स आई रियलाइज द प्रॉब्लम, उन पॉइंट्स में पानी जा चुका था। एंड नाउ आई न्यू व्हाट इज कॉजिंग दैट ट्रबल, व्हाट इज कॉजिंग दैट डिफिकल्टी। तो अब मेरे सामने चैलेंज था कि इनको कैसे ट्राई किया जाए। तो मैंने बहुत सारे आइडियाज सोचे, फूक मार के ट्राई कर ले, हेयर ड्रायर से ट्राई कर ले, बट देन आई फॉर ऑब्वियस रीजंस रिजेक्टेड ऑल दीज, है ना। मतलब अब हेयर ड्रायर वाला तो बस एक वही दिन था जो मैंने हेयर ड्रायर जो मुझे कैरी नहीं करा था मैंने। बट करते करते इवेंचुअली मेरे दिमाग में एक आइडिया आया कि वाटर टेक्स अ लॉन्ग टाइम टू इवेपोरेट, बट पेट्रोल इवेपोरेट्स रियली फास्ट एंड आई हैड एम्पल सप्लाई ऑफ पेट्रोल। तो मैंने पाइप खोली पेट्रोल की और उन पॉइंट्स को अच्छे से नहला दिया पेट्रोल से पूरे 1 मिनट तक। और उसके बाद में मैंने किया इंतजार कि यार शायद ये ड्राई हो जाए। 1 मिनट के बाद मुझे लगा कि कुछ ड्राई तो हो रहे हैं। एक और मिनट के बाद जब मैंने चेक किया तो थोड़े और ड्राई हो चुके थे, लेकिन इलेक्ट्रिकल पॉइंट्स, पेट्रोल स्पार्क कैन लीड टू फायर, आई हैड टू वेट। तो पूरे 4 मिनट के बाद जब मुझे लगा कि अब ये ड्राई काफी हद तक हो ही चुके हैं, मैंने फिर से बाइक को स्टार्ट करने की कोशिश की। तो तीसरी चौथी किक में मेरी बाइक हो गई स्टार्ट एंड देन आई कुड गो होम। तो देखिए, मैंने आपको एक इंसिडेंट बताया अपनी लाइफ का। ये इंसिडेंट का जो नरेशन था ये कोहेरेंट था, इसमें एक फ्लो था, इसमें एक रिदम था। अब ये कोहेरेंस या ये रिदम कहां से आई? अब देखिएगा, मैंने एक खास तरह के आइडियाज क्रिएट किए यहाँ पे। सबसे पहले क्या था, बाइक स्टार्ट नहीं हो रही थी, राइट। सो बाइक स्टार्ट नहीं होना, कैन आई से दैट इट इज अ सिम्पटम। Let's just move over to the next slide. We can come back to this, okay? So इसमें मुझे मिला एक symptom. Symptom के बाद I started my process of diagnosis. और इस प्रोसेस ऑफ डायग्नोसिस के बाद मुझे पता चली प्रॉब्लम, और जब मुझे पता चली प्रॉब्लम, देन आई वेंट अहेड एंड लुक्ड फॉर अ सॉल्यूशन। तो ये सीक्वेंस है हमारी आइडियाज की, है ना, 1 2 3 4। सो अगर कोई इसे जंबल कर देगा तो हमें इसे वापस इसी ऑर्डर में रीअरेंज कर देना है। द मोमेंट यू रीअरेंज इन दिस ऑर्डर यू वुड हैव सॉल्व्ड दिस क्वेश्चन। ओके, तो अब देख रहे हैं, अब इसमें सिम्टम आते हैं, फिर ही डायग्नोसिस होता है ना, फिर ही प्रॉब्लम पता चलती है, फिर ही सॉल्यूशन। ऐसे लाइफ में बहुत सारे ऑर्डर होंगे, जैसे पहले मीन्स आएंगे, फिर प्रोडक्शन शुरू होगी ना, पहले फैक्ट्री लगाई जाएगी, फिर प्रोडक्शन आएगी, पहले प्रोडक्शन आएगी, उसके बाद में सेल्स होगी, सेल्स होगी तो फिर प्रॉफिट आएंगे, प्रॉफिट आएंगे तो फिर बोनस आएगा। या इसी तरह से देखें, पहले टीचिंग होती है, उसके बाद होते हैं एग्जाम्स, एग्जाम्स के बाद आता है रिजल्ट, रिजल्ट के बाद आते हैं सेलिब्रेशंस, या अगर सेलिब्रेशन नहीं तो पिटाई, जो भी आता तो बाद में ही है ना। सो व्हेन यू लुक एट सेंटेंसेस यू कैन थिंक ऑफ दीज इन टर्म्स ऑफ सच आइडियाज। हाँ, सो जैसे अगर मैं इस पर्टिकुलर पैराजंबल को देखूं तो आइडिया बेस्ड क्लू देखें। सेकंड सेंटेंस सेज दैट अ पर्सन स्नीक्ड इनटू द यार्ड, जबकि सिक्स्थ सेंटेंस सेज वंस देयर आई क्लाइम्ड द ट्री। तो एक बात बताएं, पहले हम अपने कैरेक्टर को यार्ड में लेकर के जाएं, फिर वो पेड़ पे चढ़ेगा, या पहले वो पेड़ पे चढ़ेगा फिर वो यार्ड में जाएगा? You know, this is actually pretty obvious. It's absurd. पहले उसे यार्ड में ले जाना पड़ेगा, फिर ही तो वो पेड़ पे चढ़ेगा। which means that I know that 2 must come before 6. And if 2 must come before 6, तो ये जो दोनों options है हमारे जिनमें 2 is after 6, we can eliminate those. So अब हमारे पास क्या बचा, 352 614 या 325614. अब इनमें से कौन से वाला ऑप्शन यूज किया जाए? सो अब लेट मी गो एंड यूज माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ ग्रामर. देखिए, सिक्स्थ में एक ये प्रोनाउन दिख रहा है आपको, देयर. इसे किसी नाउन को रेफर करना है. अगर मैं सिक्स्थ के ठीक पहले रखूंगा फिफ्थ, तो ये देयर या तो यार्ड को रेफर करेगा या तो एली को रेफर करेगा, और यहां पे ये एम्बिगिटी क्रिएट हो जाएगी. लेट मी गिव यू दिस आइडिया इन आइसोलेशन. ओके, लेट मी शेयर दिस आइडिया विद यू इन आइसोलेशन. लेट्स सी. एक ये सेंटेंस दे रहा हूं आपको. ये देखिए, इसमें ये इट किसे रेफर करता है? ये इट किसको रेफर कर रहा है? फ्लाई को या नोज को? नो, आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ यू विल रीड इट एंड से ऑब्वियसली फ्लाई को. लेकिन यार, एक ये तो कॉमन सेंस हो गई ना. ग्रामर के तरीके से देखें तो दिस इट कैन रेफर टू ईदर द फ्लाई और द नोज, एंड देयर इज नो वे ऑफ फिगरिंग आउट विच वन ऑफ द टू. तो ऐसे सिचुएशंस को हम बोलते हैं कि यहाँ पे प्रोनाउन का एंटीसीडेंट क्लियर नहीं है, एंड दिस इज कंसिडर्ड अ ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक, अ ग्रामेटिकल एरर. तो वही सिचुएशन, वही प्रॉब्लम यहां भी क्रिएट होगी अगर देयर के पहले फिफ्थ रखा तो. ऑन दी अदर हैंड, अगर मैं सिक्स्थ के पहले रखता हूं टू, तो यहां सिर्फ एक ही नाउन है यार्ड, और यहां पे ऐसी कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है, एक ही सिंगुलर नाउन है यार्ड. एंड देयरफॉर आई विल प्रेफर 2 बिफोर 6 इंस्टेड ऑफ 5 बिफोर 6, एंड दैट इज व्हाई माय आंसर हियर शुड बी दिस, 352614. तो आपने देखा कि अब हर एक सेंटेंस एक खास जगह पे है, एंड वी हैव अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग रीजन, अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग रैशनल फॉर पुटिंग दैट सेंटेंस देयर. सो ये हमारे आइडिया बेस्ड क्लूज है ना. तो साथ में वो लॉजिक साथ साथ जरूर यूज करते रहे, सो दैट वी आर एबल टू कीप डिस्कवरिंग दीज थिंग्स. ओके, तो इस तरीके से आप इसे अप्रोच कर सकते हैं. और जनरली इसी तरह से अगर आप पैराग्राफ्स में, इफ यू डाइव डीपर, आपको क्या मिलेगा? पैराग्राफ्स में आपको मिलेंगे खास तरह के कुछ ऑर्डर्स होते हैं ना, सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट्स हो सकती हैं, डिस्क्रिप्शन हो सकता है, एक्सप्लेनेशन हो सकता है, कंपेयर कंट्रास्ट हो सकता है, सम कॉमनली यूज्ड पैटर्न्स. सो आप जाकर के उसी हिसाब से इसे एनालाइज कर सकते हैं. थोड़े आइडिया बेस्ड क्लूज में मदद मिलेगी. सो साथ में चलिए 2 या 3 सवाल साथ में करते हैं, and we will then call it a day. So here is a question for you on your screen. Okay, so go ahead, take a minute, answer this question, and then tell me what you opted for. हाँ, A B C D, इसी अप्रोच को यूज करें, सवाल आंसर करें, देखते हैं. और मैं आपको जैसे ही 1 या 2 आंसर्स आ जाएंगे, we'll go ahead and start working on this question together. So please start. Right, so let's quickly go ahead and look at the answers. Have you ever gone through a book that was so good you kept hugging yourself mentally as you read? Let's see now. Notice the examples. Which examples? Have you ever seen a play or motion? I have not spoken of books that grip you emotionally or keep you on the edge of your seat in surprise or a food or continuation. So you notice sentence A is an example of something, sentence C is an example of something, sentence E for that matter is also an example of something. So B, now notice the examples I have used. I can at this juncture itself say that B should come after A, C, and E, and any answer choice where B is before A, C, and E can be ruled out. So we can eliminate this. We can eliminate this. We are left with now A and D. Okay. So between A and D, which one should we go on to mark as our answer? So I'd say let's look at D. D says, I have not spoken of books, of plays, of food. So it talks about books first, plays next, food next, which means that A should come first, then C, and then E. So I would prefer A, C, and E in this order. And A, C, and E is found in option D and not in option A, and therefore we can opt for D as our answer. So the moment I arrived at a unique answer choice, using the clues that I could spot, I have gone on to pick it up, and now at this juncture I can move on from this question. So here is the next one for you. Another minute, start answering. Put on your thinking cap and then see what answer should we opt for in this particular question. और देखिए कोई चिंता मत कीजिए कि क्वेश्चन सही हो रहा है गलत हो रहा है, it doesn't matter. Okay, attempting is what matters. Attempt it and see. Okay, so we have our answers. So let's go ahead and check. He believed that honesty is the best policy. यार ये he कौन है? शायद इसका कोई noun मिल जाए. He would otherwise be forced to resign from his position which he could not afford. He would otherwise be forced. तो ऐसा क्या कब लिखते हैं? जब इसके पहले कुछ करना हो, जो ना करेंगे तो रिजाइन करना पड़ेगा. Then, oh, here we met this transitional expression again. However, the situation demanded that he bend the rules according to the wish of his boss. Situation demand कर रही है कि वो rules bend करे. इसका opposite क्या होगा? वो rules bend करना नहीं चाहता. हाँ, so you notice rules bend करना नहीं चाहता मतलब rules bend करना is to do something unethical, but he believes that honesty is the best policy. तो अगर आपको however justify करना है तो a plus c तो रखना ही होगा. So now that we found this, let's see, इसमें a c नहीं है, हटा दें. इसमें है, इसमें है, इसमें है, इसमें नहीं है, हटा दें. Okay, he was facing a great dilemma and could not decide what should be done. He was facing a great dilemma. तो देखिए एक जेनेरिक सेंटेंस है जो बताता है उसके सामने एक डिलेमा था. इसके बाद हम बताएंगे कि वो डिलेमा क्या था. तो डिलेमा आपको दिया जा रहा है ए और सी में. एक तरफ ही वांट्स टू बी ऑनेस्ट, दूसरी तरफ ही इज फोर्स्ड टू बी डिसऑनेस्ट. सो यानी कि डी शुड बी प्लेस्ड बिफोर ए एंड सी. तो जो ऑप्शंस हमारे पास बचे इसमें आप देख रहे हैं डी इज आफ्टर ए एंड सी इन थर्ड ऑप्शन. सो लेट्स रूल दैट आउट एज वेल. और अब हमारे पास बचता है सिर्फ बी का प्लेसमेंट. बी कहां रखा जाए? ही वुड अदरवाइज बी फोर्स्ड टू रिजाइन. इसके ठीक पहले क्या आना चाहिए? बेंडिंग द रूल्स, है ना. अगर वो नहीं करेगा तो रिजाइन कर दिया जाएगा. सो बी शुड कम आफ्टर सी एंड देयरफॉर वी गो अहेड एंड पिक अप ऑप्शन डी. मार्क डी एज आवर आंसर चॉइस. और इसी के साथ लेट्स गो अहेड एंड लुक एट दिस लास्ट क्वेश्चन. थोड़ा लेंदी बट वंस अगेन गिव इट अ शॉट एंड देन वील सी क्या कर सकते हैं. और इसके अलावा कोई स्पेसिफिक कंसर्न हो, इशू हो, चैलेंज हो, प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट टू रेज दैट. ओके, सो हाउ अबाउट दिस वन, the last question through which I'll torture you today. Oh, my bad. I think the audio went out for a brief while. Okay, so what I was saying was that I hope that you've at least learned the technique. There is a long-term strategy that I've told you should follow. Start writing. You know, writing is such an underrated thing to improve every single aspect of your communication. So write as much as you can. Write whenever you have some spare time. You may think that writing is difficult, but let me guarantee, once you start writing, once you put your pen to paper, पहले 1 मिनट के बाद, हाँ, अगर मैं आपको बोलूं ना, चलिए लिखिए, आपको 10 मिनट दे रहा हूँ, ये रहा टॉपिक। हाँ, शुरुआत में आपको लगेगा क्या लिखेंगे, कैसे लिखेंगे, लेकिन अगर मैं 10 मिनट के बाद आपको बोलूं ना, अच्छा रुको रुको रुको, यू नॉट इवन फील लाइक स्टॉपिंग. इट कैन एट टाइम्स बी दैट एक्साइटिंग, दैट engaging. Okay, so make sure that you start writing as a long-term strategy, and that will ensure that you become better at parajumbles. And then I've shared this specific technique with you that allows you to go through the questions in a very systematic manner and get your questions right. Okay, so is there any other question, any other issue, any other concern that you may have? कोई और सवाल, कुछ और जो आप जानना चाहें, पूछना चाहें, that I can help you with? बताएं. So अब आपको क्या करना है मूविंग फॉरवर्ड? इफ यू वांट टू बिकम बेटर एट पैराजंबल्स, आपके पास जो भी प्रैक्टिस मटेरियल अवेलेबल है किसी कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट का या ऑनलाइन जो भी अवेलेबल हो, आप उसे यूज करें. और फॉर द नेक्स्ट वीक हर रोज सॉल्व 5 पैराजंबल्स. That's about it. बहुत ज्यादा मत कीजिए. It's important for you to learn from these. Okay? 4 या 5 पैराजंबल्स कीजिए जिसमें इन द फर्स्ट पास आंसर चॉइसेस छुपा लीजिएगा. They will force you to think of all the clues that a paragraph has. And after that, in the second week, you can perhaps start practicing more. और जहां पे 70-80% एक्यूरेसी रेट आ गया, इसे छोड़ करके आप किसी और चैप्टर पे शिफ्ट कर जाइए. ओके, सो दैट इज इट फ्रॉम मी फॉर द डे. और इसके बाद अगर आपके पास शेड्यूल है तो आप जानते हैं दैट यू हैव your class on cubes at 11. So I will leave you in the capable hands of my colleague now, who would come and talk about questions based on cubes. हाँ, ध्यान है ना cubes? अच्छा मुकुल, कौन से पार्ट से शुरू करें? मुकुल, इंग्लिश सेक्शन में इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन योर स्ट्रेंथ्स, राइट? जैसे पर्सनली अब चूंकि मैं सारे एरियाज में अच्छा हूं तो मैं तो पहले सवाल से ही शुरू कर लेता हूं, लेकिन सवाल अटेम्प्ट नहीं करता हूं, पहले प्रायोरिटी ऑर्डर डिसाइड करता हूं. सो जैसे आरसी है तो उसमें एक प्रायोरिटी ऑर्डर डिसाइड कर लिया, 1 या 2 पैसेजेस कर लिए, उसके बाद वर्बल एबिलिटी वाले सवाल कर लिए ना, पैराजंबल्स, फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स वगैरह, और फिर उसके बाद में आई कम बैक टू सम अदर टॉपिक, सम अदर इशू. हाँ, आई कैन कम बैक टू आरसीज देन. सो बेसिकली उन सवालों से शुरू करना जो सबसे कम टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है, और फिर उसके बाद ग्रेजुअली मूविंग टुवर्ड्स टॉपिक्स व्हिच आर मोर एंड मोर टाइम कंज्यूमिंग. दैट्स द बेसिक स्ट्रेटजी. ओके, तो चलिए, आई विल टेक लीव ऑफ यू एंड गेट रेडी टू बी रॉक्ड ऑन क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड ऑन क्यूब्स. That is it from me today. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.
Good morning. Guys, can you hear me? Just type in a hi or hello if you can hear me and see me clearly. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Hello. Yes. I think Hello. 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 Guys, can you hear me and see me? And can you see the picture of the cube on the screen? Just type in a yes. I think. Hello. Hello. I think. Hello.
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 Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Can all of you hear me?
Yes, sir. You are audible and visible. Yes. Sir.
Okay, there's no one typing on the chat. That's why I was a little. I'll start the session. I'll just type something on the board. Just tell me whether it is visible or not. I'm writing my name over here on the cube. Is it visible? Hello. 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 Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Deepak. I'm back for your session for the day. We will be talking about the cubes aspect of the preparation. I will be teaching you a bit of drawing, a bit of reasoning, a bit of calculation using the simple techniques. So good morning, everyone. Just type in a hi and a hello in the chat box so that I can be aware that you are here. Mukul, Sonal, anyone, okay? Archit, Sneha, Mihir, just type in the chat mode that you are here and you can listen to me and see me clearly so that I can start off. I will also send a hi in the chat box. I hope you all are receiving it. I think we have my chat thing. My chats are not being sent or something.
हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग दीपक सर. सर अगर प्रॉब्लम आ रही है तो वो पैनिक बटन जो उसको प्रेस कर दीजिए सर.
पैनिक बटन प्रेस करूं? ओके, आई विल डू दैट.
या हाँ
पैनिक वाला मेरे को सर इस पे आ नहीं रहा.
ओके सर, मैं कर दे रहा हूँ सर. मैं रिसेट कर दे रहा हूँ सर.
कर दीजिए.
यस सर.
थैंक यू.
भाई तार खींच रही है. ये लो, तार हटाई तो हो गया मेरा काम. ओए एक मिनट. ओए
Deepak sir, is it fine now?
I'm just checking, okay, whether this is visible or not. Yes, I am sending a message on the group. Can everyone get this message? I've sent a hi. All of you, please reply it via yes in case. Hello, Dr. Uma. Okay, I think it's working now. Gibbs admission team, good morning. Muskan, okay, has said, okay, so great. Okay, so we are set for the session now. So that was just a brief check. Good morning, everyone. And that's it. Okay, all of you are here. Okay, good to see you. I think we have 3 hours almost together today. Okay, so Mahima also is here. So I will tell you, okay, 3-4 things about the session. So Hello Pooja, hello Mihir. Okay, we'll just do so many things today. I have 3 hours with you today. I will take the first part of the session, 11 to 12, then 12 to 12:30, the usual break. Okay, we'll go for the break, and then 12:30 to 2:30 again. Okay, I will be there. Okay, I'll be taking you to a variety of topics. Okay, which will be essentially one of the most, what should I say, complete topic in terms of your preparation for these particular areas. So just to tell you one thing, okay, good morning everyone, and all the topics I will try to connect with one or the another. So make sure, okay, you're making some notes and doing the questions clearly. So let us start from the first part of the day. We will talk about a simple aspect which is called cubes. So cubes may you will get questions of two types. Okay, one is simple maths oriented, that is its volume and surface area kind of the question. So mensuration, that is what we call this as, that measuring its sides and volumes and all those things. And second part will be what? It will be basically cutting and painting. Right, so this is what we are going to cover up today. Okay, in the first half of the session, I think we'll be able to cover a good part of it. So let's see this. Okay, all of you, it's always nice, okay, that you so actively take part in the sessions. Okay, I ask you questions and you reply. So let's see. Okay, the first part of it. How many of you remember the volume of the cube? What is the formula for volume of the cube? Volume of the cube is side cube. Okay, so if the side of the cube is A, so that becomes A cube. And similarly, the surface area of the cube is, the surface area will be 6 times the faces. Okay, so that will be 6a square. What is all that? Okay, I'm going to explain you. But the first task of the day, okay, which you obviously cannot send it in the chat box, is you are supposed to be comfortable in drawing the cube. You're not supposed to use digital tools. Okay, for that, drawing of cube is one of the most important thing. So how are you supposed to draw the cube? That is something which I tell you. So let's see this. Okay, this is one very important aspect. So you're supposed to draw a cube. Okay, I'll do it in the correct way. The correct way is this. All of you please pay attention on both the correct way. So the correct way is this. Your cube should look similar to this. Some of you may struggle in terms of drawing the cube like this. Okay, so let's see how many of you can do that comfortably. So this is the correct way of doing the cube. Okay, that is drawing the cube. So I will just say this is the correct way. The incorrect way for questions, okay, otherwise it is okay. The incorrect way is this. Okay, this some of us may have understood in school ki square ke square upper square. Okay, you add it and then you join this. This is it. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, so this is not an ideal way of, this is the wrong way of doing it. So मत करना, and वैसे भी मत करना कि like ये draw करके. Archit, I have drawn the board. All of you, can you see the whiteboard? Say a yes. Archit cannot see the whiteboard. All of you, can you see the whiteboard? Just type in a yes. Oh. So nothing is showing. Okay, so you are not able to see the whiteboard. I have drawn something on the whiteboard. I have written quite a few things already on it. I am typing it simultaneously. So admin team, please, can you help us out? The whiteboard is not visible. The whiteboard is not visible. Okay, none of you are able to see the whiteboard. Just wait. I think this happened the other time as well. The drawing, okay, none of you are able to see that. Tanisha, none of you. Okay, I think, okay, there is some technical glitch over here. I can blank whiteboard. Okay, this is what all of you are saying. Admin team, can you help us out? We are not able to see the whiteboard. I am though drawing it. Acha, the admission team, okay, this I think happened last time as well, sir, that you are able to see the whiteboard. I'm also able to see the whiteboard, but the kids are not able to see that. Uma ma'am, I am sending you the screenshot, okay, what is visible on my screen as well. And to Mr. Tapan as well, I am sending it on your WhatsApp simultaneously, that what is being visible, but please take care. Okay, it is not visible to the kids. Yes, ma'am, it is visible. Okay, it happened like the last time. It is not visible to the other students.
Okay. Tapan sir, kindly see, please. Tapan sir.
Ma'am, student.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
I think
इस केस में एक बार सर इसको एंड कर देता हूँ, मतलब दोबारा से एक बार लाइव करते हैं इसको सेशन को। लास्ट टाइम भी ऐसा ही हुआ था कि सेकंड हाफ में जब हमने सेशन स्टार्ट किया था
All right, sir. All right, sir. All
उसमें
right.
कोई प्रॉब्लम
All
नहीं आ रही
right. All
थी।
right. All right. It is.
एक बार सर बटन से देख लेते हैं, पैनिक
बटन
बटन पे
आप
देख।
देख लीजिए सर, मेरे को इधर पे ना वो वाला नहीं दिख रहा, मैंने आपको शॉर्ट भी भेजा है। All right, I think we are back, and let's see. I am turning the whiteboard, and let's see. Okay, just writing a few things over here. Cubes, I have written it, making a box of it. I will redraw it. And is it visible? Just type in a chat box. Okay, is it visible? Archit. Hello, Archit. Is it visible? I have drawn something on the. Okay, Geetika is saying yes, it is visible. I think it is there now for all of you to see. Geetika can see that clearly. Anyone else who would like to? Mahima, everyone, just a sec. Okay, I think they have. Okay, great. Okay, so we are set. Okay, we are set. We are set. Okay, so all of you can see that. Okay, so I think I talked about cube. Okay, I told you the formula. I'll be rewriting that. Cube is a cube and stuff. So all of you, okay, you are supposed to draw cubes in the correct way and the not in the incorrect way. The correct way is this, which I'm putting it. Okay, I'll be drawing it faster. Very good. Okay, that all of us are on the same page now. Thank you, admin team. Thank you, Tapan sir. So this is the cube which you are supposed to draw. Okay, this is the correct way of it. Correct. That is what I'm writing it. The incorrect way is what? The incorrect way is this. This is the wrong way of drawing the cube. This we do in school sometimes, that you place a square over another square, then you join it. Okay, this is what you do. Okay, that's as simple as that. So this is not the correct way of drawing the cube. This is wrong. Okay, wrong as in not as a cube. It will create problems while you are counting pieces and cutting and doing those questions. So all of you, please draw a cube like this. Okay, I'm putting an arrow over here, and that's how it should be done. And why it is important, you will understand in between the session that drawing the cube is one of the most critical things in solving cutting and painting के questions correctly. Okay, that is very important. Okay, that's something which we are going to do. So now, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Just type in a yes that all of you are able to draw this kind of the cube. Those of you are facing difficulty, okay, just type in difficult to draw. Okay, or other. Okay, do two things. Okay, one is for you, some of you it will be like cakewalk. Okay, very easy to draw. That why are you teaching us? But some of you, for you, it may be a challenge. Okay, so just type in your chat box. Okay, difficult to draw or easy to draw. Okay, Geetika can. Okay, Geetika, Ishita can draw it well. That's great. Easily. Okay, if you can draw, okay, that is a good part of the battle which is won. Some kids struggle into that. Okay, so anyone who is struggling, just type it. Okay, a little challenging to draw. Make sure you're drawing the correct one. Okay, correct one. Okay, great, Aryan. Okay, it is easy to draw. So now let's see the parts of this particular cube. Okay, what are those parts called? Very good. Okay, that all of you are comfortable over here. So let's see. Okay, this part, okay, this shaded part, like a wall. Okay, you take your rooms. Okay, most probably they will be cubes or cuboids. So the walls are termed as faces. Okay, ceiling and floor as well. Okay, so how many faces will be there in the cube? That will be 6. These corners are termed as vertices. How many vertices are there? The vertices are 8. And okay, these lines are called edges. Okay, so if you see, these lines are called edges. Okay, don't worry, I'll show you a clearer picture. So all of you, please answer this. How many edges are there? Edges basically are the lines, okay, which you can see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all those things. How many edges are there? Any one of you, please answer this in the chat box. How many edges are there in a cube? how many edges are there in a cube? How many edges? No answers. Let's count, okay, the number of the edges. Okay, I'll just be marking those. This is 1 edge, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. Very good, Mukul. Okay, 7, Mahima, 8, 9, and 3 are not visible, which I can do this. Okay, this is 10, this is 11, and this is 12. Okay, good. So all of you, please make a note of this. That's all. Okay, this is the most important thing. And if you see, okay, I will be sharing a picture, okay, with you guys. Let's see this. I'm sharing this. And this is where, okay, you will be able to see the cube clearly. I think all of you can see the cube now. I'll just take off this one. I'll be doing that on the next one. I hope all of you can see the picture of this particular cube. Okay, I'll just be doing a little zoom out thing so that we can see that even more clearly. Yes, okay. I hope all of you can see this picture of the cube over here clearly. So if I see, okay, the vertex is this corner, okay, there are 8 vertex. Vertices, okay, is the plural. Faces are 6, okay, they have shaded that as pink, okay, in the color. And edges, if you see clearly, okay, there will be 12 edges. This will be the basis of the questions which we are going to do subsequently, right? So cubes, I hope you can see that. You can take a screenshot of this picture as well. So this cube, 12 edges, 8 vertices, and 6 faces. Okay, so we will move forward, okay, and talk more part about it. Just stopping that, okay, the share, and I'll come back to the board. Now let's see this. Okay, this 6, 12, and 8. I will call this as faces. This is edges, and this is vertices. Okay, so FEV. Okay, FEV, you remember, is 6, 12, and 8. Okay, that is going to help you. Now let's do some basic questions pertaining to the volume and the mensuration. Very simple questions. Volume of the cube, I'm telling you, is side cube, and the surface area is what? The surface area is 6a square. Okay, why surface area is 6a square? You can understand there are 6 faces. All the faces are squares. Each square is side into side, that is a square, and the volume will be L into B into H. L B H, that is equal to side A each, so that becomes same. So now let's see, okay, what is the question? Question is this. There are 2 cubes, okay, C1 and C2. Okay, there are 2 cubes. What is given? Their surface area is in the ratio of what? It is in the ratio of 9:60. Okay, this is given. Okay, so ratio, okay, the very first class, okay, which we did. Okay, that is why I'm telling you, okay, that ratio will be very critical in terms of you doing the well. So C1 and C2 stand for cube. So there are 2 cubes, okay, C1 and C2. The question is this, okay, the question is this: by what percentage? Okay, by what percentage, or what fraction also you can do that, by what percentage the volume of C2 is more than C1? Okay, very simple question. Okay, highly likely types. This is the first type, okay, which we are covering up, okay, which will involve like the multiplication and all those things. So the surface area of 2 cubes are in the ratio 9:16, and you're supposed to answer the question that by what percentage the volume of C2 is more than that of C1. Okay, the question is not visible. The question is not visible again. Is it visible now? I'm so sorry. Okay, I think there is something which is going on wrong over here. I'll just a sec. Just a sec. Is it visible now? Is it visible now? Okay. Okay, whiteboard 1 again. I think, okay, we will be C1, I'm writing again, that is C2, 2 cubes. The surface area is in the ratio 9:16. I have rewritten that on another whiteboard. Tapan sir, please help us out again. Uma ma'am, I think again there is a problem in terms of the whiteboard. Hello. Uma ma'am, there is an issue again. Hello. Tapan sir, I think we are again, the whiteboard is gone again. If you are listening me, the whiteboard is gone again. Now it is visible. Okay, now visible. Okay, great. Okay, great. So nice. Okay, this is what is like being done. So the question is this. Okay, if it is visible, by what percentage? Good. Okay, by what percentage? I think there may be a lag or something in this, which I think should improve in the second session. This happened last time as well. Okay, I don't know what is like that, or you don't want me to come in the first half of the session. So by what percentage volume of C2, okay, C2 as in cube 2 is greater than C1? Very easy question. If you follow the things which were told to you earlier and in the earlier sessions as well, C2 is greater than C1. Okay, that's the question. Attempt this question, please. Please attempt the question and see the process. Okay, what will happen in terms of that? By what percentage volume of C2 is greater than that of C1? So let's see. You can, if the answers are in decimal, you can give it till 2 decimal places. Please don't use calculators. Attempt the question and answer, please. This will take some time. Anyone with the answer? I will solve this question in a while. This essentially is Sonal has answered something which is not visible on the chat box. Some box or something is coming. .77 Ishita. Okay, highly unlikely. Okay, highly unlikely. I'll tell you why so. That's okay, Sonal. That's okay. Perfectly fine. Okay. No sorries throughout the session, please. I'm giving you another minute. Okay. So let's see this. Okay, I will do this question. Please understand this. 57.8. Okay, we'll talk about all the answers. Just wait. Okay. Can I say the surface area basically of two cubes? Okay, if I talk about, can I say suppose it is 6a1 square and it will be 6a2 square? Please understand the concept of similarity as well using this. 6 and 6 will be gone. So can I say surface areas will be in the ratio of the squares of their sides? Likewise, can I say the volume ka ratio will be essentially the cubes of their side? I hope you are clear with this. So now please understand this aspect well. This surface area is given to you in the ratio of 9:16, right? So can I say their sides of both the cubes will be in the ratio of what? Can I say square root of 9, that is 3, and this will be 1:4. I hope you are clear with this. So if you take two sides, okay, of the cubes, one is 3 and the other cube has side 4. So once you calculate the ratio of the surface areas, it will be 9:16. Now you can take 3 million, 4 million, 3, 4.3.4 hardly matters in the ratio. That is something which we already know. So can I say their sides will be in what ratio? Their sides will be in the ratio of 3:4. Now going about this, okay, can I say that their volume will be in what ratio? Can I say the volume will be in what ratio? The volume will be in the ratio of the cubes of the side. So that is something which I'm writing clearly over here. The volume will be in what ratio? The volume will be in the ratio of the cubes, because side cube is to, can I say that will be 4 ka cube. So can I say this will be how much? Can I say this will be what? 27. That is 3 and this will be 64. I hope you are clear with this. So the ratio of the volumes will be equal to 27:64. Are you clear with this? Now, why I said your answers cannot be, can I say 64 is more than double of it? So your answer should be more than 100%, okay? So by what percentage, okay, C2 ka volume is greater than C1, can I say it will be what? It will be basically 64 minus 27 upon 27 into 100. That is how it will look like, okay? So 64 minus 27 will be what? Can I say that will be 37 by 27 into 100, which definitely should be more than 100%. So 37 by 27 into 100, that is what you are supposed to calculate. So you can calculate that, okay? I'll teach you a few techniques and stuff, okay, in the second part of the class, okay? But if you calculate this 37 100 by 27, okay, you can cancel out with a few 20s, 3s and stuff, okay, all those things, okay, we will talk about. It will essentially be what? 137% ke aspas, okay, that's something which it will be. I hope the thing is partially clear to you, okay? But please understand this, okay? This is something which I'm taking. Take a screenshot of this. If cubes, okay, two cubes ka sides are, let's take A1 and B1. Suppose their surface area ka ratio, okay? If the sides are in the ratio, surface area ka ratio will be A1 square is to B1 square. And volumes ka ratio will be what? A1 cube is to B1 cube, okay? That's as simple as that. So let's do a similar question, okay? All of you, please try this one out easily. Let's see this, okay? What is given this time? I hope you can see the whiteboard clearly. Cube 1 and cube 2, ulta karane question ko. Their volume ka ratio is given to you as 27 is to 125, okay? I hope in your head you have calculated it. So you're supposed to answer by what percentage? Very simple question. By what percentage the side, okay, of cube 2 is more than cube 1, okay? Side only, I'm not going into the surface area. More than C1, okay? That's one kind of the question. So please answer this fast and correct. I'm sure the whiteboard now, I think it is working even better. I am able to change the colors, okay, which always help. So 27 and 125. So that's where, okay, importance of the cubes will come into this particular part, okay? They don't ask you tough questions, very tough questions in terms of mensuration. They essentially may ask you questions pertaining to the visualization part. So let's see this, okay? Can I say that because volume is 27 and it is 125, 27 is what? Can I say 3 ka cube? Very good, okay, Aryan, this is good. And can I say this will be 5 ka cube? So can I say that the side will be in the ratio of 3:5? Very good, okay, that's all of you are on target now. So can I say C2 is more than C1? All of you doing it correct, okay, that's brilliant. So can I say 5 is more than 3 by how much? That is 2. So that is 2 by 3 into 100. So that is going to be how much? That is 66.66%. I hope you're clear with this, okay? So great, okay, that all of you have understood this well. I can ask you surface areas as well and those things. They will not give you bad values, okay? That they're giving you volume ka ratio as 5:4, then cube root of 5, cube root of 4. They don't check that, okay? They don't check that. I hope you're okay with that. Chalo. Now let's see another question, okay? Another question type in terms of visualization. And I will be attaching this with a few more things. Let's see, okay? I'm drawing a cube over here. Let's take this, okay? I think I have drawn this okay-ish over here using this. Just a sec. Okay, I'll take this. So I have a cube, okay, which I have drawn like this. All of you, please pay attention, okay? I may show you some version of the question, but this is how another question pertaining to the visualization. So this is a cube, okay? And what is its side? Its side is 10, okay? So its volume and surface area will not be asked, okay? They're giving you side, they will not ask you those volumes and surface areas. What you have done, okay? All of you, please pay attention. I will be repeating this question 2-3 times, but make sure you understand this well. What you have done in terms of this particular cube, आपने इसके एक edge से start करा, यहाँ से start करा क्या? You started a thread, okay? धागा, okay? That is the thread. आपने एक single rotation में, okay? One rotation के अंदर आप कहाँ से ले आए? Bottom से top, okay? Bottoms up, okay? Whatever you want to put it as. but एक single rotation में, okay, that is something which you did. So bottom से लेके you took it to the top, okay, that's something which I'll write now, right? So this is what happened, okay. So bottom से top कैसे करा, एकदम straight आपने इसको rotate करा. So I'll try to do that as nicely as possible, and this is how you took, okay. यहाँ पे गया, okay, then यहाँ पे, and then यहाँ पे last में आके admin team, thank you so much, okay. The board is working, all the features are working so fine today, okay. This is being done really well, okay. So this dotted line and this came, okay. So एक single rotation में bottom से लेके top तक आ गया, okay. This is what has happened to the cube. यहाँ अगर इसी का smaller reference ले लेता हूँ मैं, आपने cube चाहे कहीं से भी start करोगे because it is a cube. So एक सिंगल रोटेशन में आपका थ्रेड कहाँ से आ गया, बॉटम से टॉप. सो अगर यहाँ से स्टार्ट करोगे सो यहाँ पे आके खत्म हो जाएगा. सो आई एम जस्ट शोइंग यू द डिफरेंट aspect of it, okay. So this is where, okay, it came out. The challenging question is this, okay, let's see how many of you can do that. You can leave your answer in whatever, okay, forms. Do not calculate too many decimals if at all they're coming. So you're supposed to figure out what? You're supposed to figure out the length of the thread. You're supposed to do that, okay, length of the thread. This is what you are supposed to figure out. The length of the thread will be how much. That is it, okay. So please attempt this question. So एक single rotation में आपने पूरा इसको rotate कर दिया. So if I show you my phone, like I'll start off with this, with a single rotation, I took it to the top. So what is the length of the cube? You're supposed to figure out. Those of you who are able to answer this question well, okay, you are very good at visualization. Those of you are not, I'm there, okay. That's something which will be done. So I'll just show you a cube, okay. Please attempt the question, okay. I will be drawing a cube and will be showing you a thing. Okay, I will be helping you with the visualization part. That is the task for the first half of the thing today. So in a single rotation, I have rotated this and have revolved a thread around it. You are supposed to answer what will be the length of the thread, okay. That's what. So I'll possibly, okay, help you out with a simple thing, but you attempt the question, okay. That is for the second part, as in the explanation part of the question. It's challenging one, no questions about it. So if you like that particular question type, volume and surface area, once you are done, okay, we move forward, okay. That's what training is all about, that you become comfortable in as many areas as possible. And just to give you a perspective, I am having this cube with me. Any answers? You can give approximate answers as well, okay, कि sir around this much, but make sure ऐसा मत बोलना कि sir around 40-50 something. If it is 41 point something or 51 point something, you can say कि इतने के around होगा, but don't say कि around इतने के. Decimals you can approximate if you have. So those of you who are struggling with the question, okay, I will just share the question with you, okay. Just understand this. All of you, please stop. And I'll just do this particular thing, okay, with the question, okay. So see this, okay. This is the cube which I have, okay. If you see this clearly, up when I was saying 41.23, okay, that's it. So all of you, please see this, okay. I think you can see this. This is what I'm rotating, okay. This is how it is going, okay. This is the thread, okay. So in a single rotation, it has gone from bottom to top. So that is what I am doing. Is the picture clear now? Now, the challenge is what you are supposed to do this visualization in your head. You're not supposed to tear off paper in the examination hall, the question paper or whatever, and do those things. At home, okay, you can practice, okay, just for the sake of understanding. So, I hope all of you are clear with this. You're liking this, okay, the cube which I made. So just type in a yes, okay, if it is helping you out in solving the question. So that's how, okay, we work out, okay, once we are training. Right, so just type in a yes, otherwise my hands will get tired. Okay, so just type in a yes if you are able to see this and it is helping you out. Keeping it aside. Okay, so back to square one. So just will be drawing the cube again. Okay, thank you, Mahima. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm literally taking pains for you. Okay, rotate karke, but that's all right. Okay, you just solve the questions. Okay, that will help us a lot. Okay, I will be solving this question in 2 ways. Now it is 41.23. That is your answer. Okay, looks nice. Okay, looks nice. I'll just draw this on the board, and then I'll just draw the thread over there. Okay, in terms of the line, if you see that line, okay, here, yahan tak, okay, this is it. Okay, I hope all of you are able to see the whiteboard. Okay, I think. Okay, so take a minute more and we'll come back to this. Okay, Chale, let's see this. Okay, we are going to solve this question in 2 ways. All of you, okay, please stop. Can you see, okay, the question on the board? Let's see. Can I say this side is 10? So this is basically, I'll tell you, okay, this is nothing beyond the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, if you see this clearly, I will be just marking the things. So can I say, if I put, okay, ek face pe thread ka length is x, can I say my answer will be 4x? Why? So thread to equally jayega because it is a cube. So cube is essentially a uniform figure. Okay, so this is what you need to understand well, right? So if this thread, okay, is x, can I say yahan pe piche bhi x gaya hoga, idhar bhi x gaya hoga, idhar bhi x. Okay, so using that thing, so aap dhyan se dekho, okay, ye wala portion, itna length x hai, ye upar hi hua hai, but the length is same. Okay, this is 2x ho jayega. This is 3x and this is 4x. Okay, that is 4x. So agar meko x nikalna hai, acha, what will be this angle equal to? Can I say this will be 90 degree because of na cube hai. Okay, you can see the walls and the floor of your room. Okay, they will be inclined at 90 degrees. Okay, now can I say agar right angle triangle mein do side nikal jaye, third side nikal aayegi? What is the theorem, okay, which we all love in the right angle triangle theorem? Right angle triangle, that is Pythagoras theorem. P plus b square is equal to h square. I hope you are clear with this. So once p square plus b square is equal to h square, okay, what we will do, okay, एक side तो 10 पता है, x निकालना है, अब ये वाली side पता है, okay, that is what, okay, I'm saying, if I can calculate this particular side, my task will be pretty done. Okay, so I'm marking this particular side in some color. Okay, so sorry. Okay, don't get scared. Okay, in an online class, if someone is sneezing, okay, imagine, okay, if you go to your school and college, your teacher sneezing in front of you or you sneezing in front of him, it will be like now dangerous. Okay, these times will be pretty dangerous. But anyways, okay, coming back to this, this side, if I can calculate, can I say my task will be done? Now what will I do? Can I say that this will be one jump? Okay, this will be the second one, this will be third, and this will reach in fourth. Okay, what is meant by that? आप ध्यान से देखो, एक जंप में यहाँ तक पहुंचा, फर्स्ट वाले जंप में, सेकंड जंप पे एग्जैक्टली मिड पॉइंट पे आ गया, थर्ड पे इट कवर्ड, लेट्स टेक 3/4 और 75%, फोर्थ जंप में कितना कवर हो गया? पूरे का पूरा. सो कैन आई से इन 4 जंप्स वर्टिकली इन्होंने कितना कवर कर लिया है? कैन आई से इन 4 जंप्स वर्टिकली कितना कवर हो गया होगा? दिस मच. कैन आई से दिस मच इज बेसिकली व्हाट? दिस मच इज 10. ओके, सो कैन आई से एक जंप में कितना कवर करा होगा? कैन आई से दैट विल बी 10/4. आर यू क्लियर विद दिस? ये वाला 10/4 होगा, ये 10/2, 3, 4/10 एंड दैट इज इट. सो बेसिकली आप क्या कर रहे हो? वॉल क्लाइंब कर रहे हो. सो आई एम पुटिंग दिस एज कि आपने 4 जंप्स में, ओके, 4 जंप्स में हाउ मच यू हैव कवर्ड? 4 जंप्स में यू हैव कवर्ड 10. सो कैन आई से 1 जंप में कितना कवर हुआ होगा? दैट इज 10/4. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम राइटिंग. सो दिस विल बी 10/4. this is 10. So can I say x calculate हो जाएगा? X square will be equal to what? Can I say 10 square plus 10 by 4 का square? Pythagoras theorem. ये calculation आप कर लेना. So x square will be equal to what? 1700 by 16. So that is what I'm writing. So x का value कितना हो जाएगा? X will be square root of 17, 10 square root of 17 by 4. So आपका answer हो जाएगा 4x. So that is 4 into 10 root 17. Okay, this is 10 root 17 by 4. That's how the answers will be written. So this is gone. So आपका answer हो जाएगा 10 root 17, which is yes, close to 41 point. Okay, whatever your answers were. Okay, so the correct answer is 10 root 17. Are you partially clear with this? Take a note, okay, and understand this. 4 jumps में vertically cover करा है आपने 10, okay, चाहे टेढ़ा जाके x से पीछे जाके, but हर jump में, okay, see this, okay, this has gone to 1/4, this has gone to 2/4, ये midpoint हो गया, this has gone to 3/4, and this has gone to 4/4 of it, okay, so that is something, okay, which is done. Are you okay with that? Right? So how many of you have not understood the question, okay, or understood? Just reply yes and no. If you have understood, just reply a yes. If you have not understood it, just reply a no. Okay, good. It's great, okay. I think, okay, you will appreciate the board work today, okay, more colors into it. Thank you, admission team, from the Gabes. You have taken care of the board so well. And it's working much better as compared to earlier. So thank you. Thank you, Tapan sir. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, good. Okay, now let's see this, okay. Tanisha have understood it. Mahima has understood it. The rest of you, I hope, have understood it. Now let's see this, okay. I will be doing this question in a very similar, but very, very, what should I say, fun way, okay. That's where you should understand cubes well, okay. That is the whole objective of the class. And let's see this, okay. All of you, please see this. Can you see this, okay? This picture and me in the video, okay? This is what. All of you, please see this. This is the level which you are supposed to achieve, okay? That's what I'm not saying you're at that particular level or not at that particular level. I'm saying this is the level which you are supposed to achieve, that you are supposed to visualize these things in the examination hall without any tools. As of now, I'm helping you out. I hope you can see that. So what will I do? I will show you a magic, okay? I'll basically open up the question for you, okay? So let's see this. Clear? Is the question clear now? You liked it? Can you see this, okay? What is this basically equal to, okay? This is pure visualization, okay? Just doing this, okay? Slightly forward in front of the screen. Can you see what is this? Right. So can I say this is the diagonal of a rectangle only? This side is how much? 10. This is 10. This is 10. This is 10. So can I say this base will be 40? Right. This will be how much? Can I say this will be 10? So can I say I have two sides, and this obviously is a 90-degree triangle. Okay. So if I draw this, okay, this is literally, I'm saying, okay, this is opening up the question. So what happens over here is, if you see this, okay, what do I have? I have basically a rectangle wherein I'm supposed to figure out what? I am supposed to figure out the diagonal of it, okay? That's where the direct part of the question is. So let's see this, okay? So I will be just drawing the diagonal. Yeah, this is where, okay, I think I got hold of it. This is all, okay, which I'm actually looking forward for. So now let's see this, okay? So this is 10, 10, 10. So can I say this side is 40, right? And this side is how much? This side essentially is how much? This side is 10. So the diagonal will be what? Can I say square root of 40 ka square plus 10 ka square? Okay, that is it. That is square root of 1700, which is the same thing as 10 root 17. I hope you're clear with this. So just type in, okay, a like if you have liked it or have understood it. Just type in a like, okay? So like we more or less, okay, these days are in those likes and those followers mode and stuff. So in case you have liked it, okay, you have understood it, just type in a like and we will proceed forward, okay, to other. So see this, okay, the variety of the questions which are there. One are plain, okay, mensuration based question. More or less it will be combining ratios and percentage with it. Second are essentially visualization based. Okay, thank you, Mahima. Okay, just type in those things. Okay, they help us. Very good. Okay, this is the level. Okay, which I'm talking about. How to achieve that? Thank you, Ishita. Okay, how to achieve that? That you should practice in a relaxed frame of mind. Okay, what is meant by that? You should be focused but relaxed. Okay, that's what. Why? So what most of the people have an assumption that if you are focused, okay, you should be tight. Okay, कि ऐसे लिखे. No, 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 no. Focused and alert. Okay, that is how you are supposed to be. So you will be very, very focused and alert in the areas which you are comfortable. Okay, not only academics, otherwise also. So if you are good at it, okay, if you become good at it, you automatically become relaxed. So practice a variety. Okay, that is the whole point of it. I hope you are clear with this. So we'll do one more question type. Okay, then we will take a break at sharp 12 o'clock. The second session will start sharp at 12:30. So let's see this. Okay, just clearing the board, and I am talking about the cutting of the cube. Okay, so let's take this. Let's talk about the piece of the paper. Okay, this is the piece of the paper. I'm putting cuts over it. Okay, this I'll explain you the first part of it right now. And suppose if I place cuts over it, and on a piece of paper straight cuts I'm putting, you just understand this concept. If you pick up, okay, in 2D, okay, you will be able to do well in 3D as well. Okay, so just doing this, just a sec. I hope it is visible there, okay, on the screen. So I'll be just drawing the cuts. This is the first cut, one cut. This is two cuts. Okay, I'm placing it. This is the third cut. Just I'm taking a sheet of paper and placing cuts, third cut and fourth cut. Okay, how many pieces you can see? Okay, this is a plain paper. Okay, suppose, okay, this is the paper. Okay, if I do this, all of you please see this. Okay, this is one cut, this is two, this is three, and this is four. Okay, I'll show you the pieces. Okay, how many pieces do I have? Okay, this is easy but important. Okay, so this is one, this is two, this is three, this is four, and this is five. Okay, so these are 5 pieces. Okay, so please understand this. Okay, if you are placing on a single dimension 4 cuts, okay, or any number of the cuts on a single dimension, okay, one dimension I'm talking about as of now, you will get how many pieces? 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5 pieces, right? Likewise, okay, with one cut it became 2. Okay, with 2 cuts it became 3. With 3 cuts it became 4. 4 cuts it became 5. So if you place n cuts, okay, take this as a rule always. N cuts on a single dimension, it will be n plus 1 pieces. Are you clear with this? You can take the best example as your hand. Okay, your hand. Okay, let's see this. I'll just hide this. Okay, and we'll show you my hand. Okay, you can check yours as well. Okay, more or less similar. Cuts are how many? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Okay, so with 4 cuts, how many pieces, how many fingers do we have? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes, okay, Ritik has like 5 cuts, so he has 6 fingers. Okay, an additional thumb over here. But understand this, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So 4 cuts, it will be how many pieces? 5 pieces on a single dimension. I hope you are clear with this. Now what is cube, or what is, let's take a rectangle से cube पे चलते हैं. Let's take this. Okay, please type in your answers for that. I will be clearing this. Okay, because I think the next board is not working. You have seen a chess. Okay, so what is a chess? Chess is basically an arrangement of 8 by 8 kind of the thing. Okay, so I will not make 8 by 8. Okay, that will take loads of effort, so which I'm not putting in. Okay, just teaching you a simple concept with the help of this. So let's talk about 2 dimension, wherein I will be placing cuts horizontally and vertically. So I am placing a vertical cut in between, like in blue color. So how many pieces are there? There are 2 pieces, I hope you can see. And if I place a horizontal cut, okay, I will be doing that. Okay, let's take in green color over here. Let's see this. Okay, so this is basically doing it in 2D. Okay, so one vertical cut, one horizontal cut. All of you please see this. Can I say I can call this thing as ये 2 by 2 का dimension हो गया? कितने pieces हो गए? That is 4 pieces. एक कट लगाया, देखो पहला कट लगाया उससे कितने pieces हो गए? 1 plus 1, समझ आई बात? दूसरा कट लगाया उससे कितने pieces हो गए? 1 plus 1 और. सो ये कितने की ग्रिड बन गई? दैट इज 2x2 का ग्रिड, सो देयर विल बी 4 पीसेस. सो आपको पहले सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट समझना है. ओके, दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच यू आर सपोज्ड टू अंडरस्टैंड. एक डायमेंशन पे एक कट लगाओगे तो इट विल बी 1 मोर देन द नंबर ऑफ द कट्स पीसेस, सो दैट विल बी 2. दूसरे डायमेंशन पे लगाया उसका 2 हो गया, सो 2x2 टोटल पीसेस कितने हो गए? दैट इज इक्वल टू हाउ मेनी पीसेस? 1 2 3 and 4. I will show you another reference as well. Okay, that is something which you should pick up. Okay, I will draw this again. Okay, a small square or rectangle. Now all of you please answer this. मैं cuts लगा रहा हूँ, 2 vertical cuts. Okay, that is what I am putting in. I am placing 2 vertical cuts. This is 1, right? This is 2. ये 2 cuts vertical लगा दिए. अब मैं horizontal एक कट लगाता हूँ. Okay, let me put that in blue color over here. ये लगाया. Okay, let's see this. इस पेपर के कितने पीसेस हो जाएंगे? Can you see that? Can I say just count? Just type in your chat box. Okay, how many pieces will be there? How many pieces will be there if I place 2 vertical cuts and 1 horizontal cut over here? How many pieces will be there? Just type in the chat box. Vertically I have placed 2 cuts. Vertically 2 लगाया मैंने. Very good इशिता. Okay, all of you are doing it correct. Okay, so बेटा इसका प्रोसेस देख लो. 2 कट से कितने पीसेस बनेंगे? 2 + 1 that is equal to 3 and 1 वाले से कितना बनेगा? that is equal to 2. so 3/2 की ग्रिड बन जाएगी. that is 6. Okay, fairly easy. now likewise can I say जो चेस की ग्रिड होती है, जो हमारी चेस होती है, चेस की ग्रिड कितने की बनती है? 8x8 की बनती है. तो उसमें छोटे वाले स्क्वायर्स कितने हो जाते हैं या वो पीसेस कितने हो जाते हैं? ब्लॉक 64 पीसेस या ब्लॉक्स हो जाते हैं, which are 32 black and 32 white. Okay, so that is what happens in a chess. बट अगर आप चेस की काउंट करोगे ना, the lines are 7 and 7. so 7 lines 8 pieces, 7 lines 8, so 8x8 that is 64. so please understand this. Okay, where we are going, single dimension to 2 dimension. so आपका जो क्यूब है, okay, that is what 3 dimension. so मैं क्यूब बना के आपको कट्स दिखाता हूँ and that is what, okay, will summarize whatever that part is. so अब मैं एक क्यूब बना रहा हूँ. okay, I'm clearing this part and I'm drawing a cube. all of you please pay attention to this particular part. This will be dealt in this particular way. No, not this. Just a sec. I'll be clearing this. all of you please see this. अब मैं क्यूब पे कट लगाऊंगा एक एक. okay, that's something which I will be doing. so ये फर्स्ट पार्ट पे हम आ गए क्लास के वापस कि क्यूब बनाना क्यों जरूरी है. बिकॉज जब आप कटिंग लगाओगे, इनिशियली कट्स लगाओगे, यू आर सपोज टू बी वेरी क्लियर. ओके, दैट व्हाट बेसिकली यू आर डूइंग. सो ये अपना क्यूब हो गया. इसके 3 डायमेंशन है. आप वर्टिकली भी कट लगा सकते हो, हॉरिजॉन्टली भी लगा सकते हो, एंड फ्रॉम द टॉप आल्सो यू कैन प्लेस द कट. ओके, सो मैं इस पे 3 कट्स लगाता हूँ और आप इसमें अपने आप समझ जाओगे एंड दैट इज वेयर, ओके, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड एंड यू विल लाइक दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट मोर. सो मैं एक वर्टिकल कट लगा रहा हूँ भाई. ओके, जस्ट अ सेक, इरेजिंग दिस. those dotted lines, okay, I'm using that as the cutting part of it. okay, so this is it. so vertical cut, ये vertical जा रहा है यहाँ से, basically एक ही cut है. this is what it will going. okay, so एक cut लगा दिया मैंने. okay, just taking it, okay, slightly forward. so this is 1 cut only, right? so इससे आपको जितने भी pieces दिख रहे हैं, that is something which you can see clearly. and second cut मैं लगा रहा हूँ horizontal. okay, that's something which I'll change the color. let me put it like this and that's how it will go. okay, I hope you can see that. okay, and third cut मैं कहाँ से लगा रहा हूँ? in the red color I'm putting it from the top. ये हो गया, ठीक है, and यहाँ से नीचे. so आप इस वाले पार्ट को ध्यान से देखिए and that's where, okay, you need to answer. अब आपको कितने pieces दिख रहे हैं? okay, just taking the extra part off. yep, I hope this is great. okay, so that's all. okay, this is what I will be doing. so कितने पीसेस हो गए? वर्टिकली पे बेटा आपने एक कट जैसे ही लगाया. ओके, इफ यू सी, कहने से वर्टिकल पे एक लगाया 2 हो गए, हॉरिजॉन्टल पे एक लगाया, कहने से 2x2 की ग्रिड हो गई, टॉप पे लगाया कितना हो गया? 2. तो क्यूब में ऐसे कहानी चलती है. सो 2 × 2 × 2 कितने पीसेस हो जाएंगे? दैट इज 8 पीसेस. so that is what you can see over here. okay, so 8 pieces. no Ishita beta 4 होंगे. let's see this. okay, this is very important that you pick up this particular part well. ये देखो, ये एक पीस हो गया, ये दूसरा हो गया, ये तीसरा हो गया, ये चौथा हो गया, ये 4 आगे वाली लेयर में, ओके, आई एम डार्कनिंग दिस, ओके, 4 आगे वाली लेयर में हो गए, 4 पीछे वाली लेयर में हो गए. सो हाउ मेनी पीसेस विल बी देयर? 8. ओके, सो रूल बड़ा सिंपल सा है, 1 1 और 1. जब आप 1 1 1 करोगे तो 2 by 2 by 2 हो जाएगा. ओके, 1 2 3 करोगे तो 2 by 3 by 4 हो जाएगा. सो द होमवर्क फॉर यू, ओके, इन बिटवीन दिस ब्रेक, ओके, वी विल रिज्यूम बैक एट 12:30. आप क्या करो, जिनको क्लियर हो गया बहुत अच्छी बात है, जिनको नहीं क्लियर हुआ तभी कोई बुरी बात नहीं है. ओके, सिंपल से आप क्या उठाओ, एक टेक अ पीस ऑफ चीज, ओके, पनीर उठाओ, उस पर कट लगाओ, एक वर्टिकल लगाओ, एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लगाओ, एक टॉप पे लगाओ, एंड जितने भी वो पीसेस बनेंगे उनको काउंट करो, उसके बाद उसको खा के जाओ, and then come back to the session. Okay, that's what. So you play with a piece of cheese, okay, cut it, okay, you do marination and stuff, whatever you wish to do with it, but you cut a piece of cheese and see what is happening with a single cut vertically. बीच में से लगाओ, हॉरिजॉन्टली टॉप से लगाओ. आप जब ये वाले पीसेस काउंट कर लोगे, ओके, लाइक दिस व्हाट आई एम डूइंग विद दीस पीसेस ऑफ पेपर एंड स्टफ, ओके, फॉर यू ओनली, you basically will be able to understand and visualize much better. Okay, so cut something, okay, which is a cube, preferably a piece of cheese, okay, that's something which is going to help you with. Okay, are you clear with this? So before I leave you, okay, before I leave you, let's see this. Okay, एक क्यूब अगर मैं ड्रॉ करके, ध्यान देना, okay, all of you please see this. Okay, अपने चीज के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट करके आना. Okay, at 12:30 sharp we are going to start off. Okay, so let's see. Okay, मैंने 2 वर्टिकल कट्स लगा दो, इस पे चीज को रख के 2 वर्टिकल कट्स लगा दो. कितने पीसेस हो जाएंगे? 2 से, कहना इसे 3 हो गए. बीच में से एक हॉरिजॉन्टल कट लगा देता हूं. ओके, अब 3 पीस ऊपर हो गए, 3 पीस नीचे हो गए. बेसिकली इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ? 1 से 2 हो गए. सो 3 into 2 कितने पीसेस दिख रहे हैं आपको? ये 6 पीसेस दिख गए. अब अगर टॉप से लगा दोगे तो कहने से 6 पीसेस आगे गिरेंगे, 6 पीसेस पीछे गिरेंगे. सो 3 into 2 into 2 कितने पीसेस हो जाएंगे? दैट इज 12. इसका मैक्सिमाइजेशन, मिनिमाइजेशन और इसकी R&D नेक्स्ट पार्ट में करेंगे. आर यू क्लियर विद दिस? Are you understanding this? Okay, as a topic, cube will take loads of effort, okay, from both the parties. Okay, that is you as trainees and I being trainer. So anything, okay, any questions and all, I'll take up in the next session. So I do not eat cheese, okay, I'm lactose intolerant, okay, so I cannot take anything which is like directly, okay, milk oriented. So we'll catch up, okay, all of us, please come on time. Okay, 12:30 I will be doing some magical stuff, okay, in terms of the cube. Then we'll be showing you so many applications. We'll be talking about clocks, we'll be talking about pie charts and so many things. Chalo, take care. Okay, we are meeting again at 12:30. So I will be just signing off. We'll be taking your queries and stuff at 12:30. Okay, so come back on time. Okay, take a break, relax. That's all. Okay, thank you.